Hi, I'm Kelly and I draw things, and welcome to my studio tour. I spent the last week reorganizing a lot of my space so things are easier to access, that I use all the time. I can get to all my merchandise in one spot and easy to see now instead of all like stacked on top of each other, and generally better for my workflow. So I'm gonna walk you through some of the decisions I made, what it looks like now, and maybe you can apply some of those tips to your own organization. So if you've seen my other studio tour, you can see stuff has moved around a little bit and I've added some things, mostly new shelving. So to be thorough, we'll start here. So this is where I enter. Yes, I do have a cat door in my studio door for my cat to come and go as he pleases. This is my new summer bag, which I'm really excited about. And then some organization, my whiteboard with my stuff to do. And then this corner has been completely reorganized. I used to have a drafting table and I got rid of it because I haven't used it in a few years. And now I'm using it for storage. This is my tent I use for outdoor shows. I've had one outdoor show and it went okay. Still trying to figure it out. But then I have redone my artist alley setup a little bit to not use these grids anymore. And since I had them, I was like, well, let's see what I can do. So I built a bunch of cubbies and I ordered some of these collapsible fabric crate bin things, and I organized them and I really like it so far. And it's a lot of storage that I use, I don't know, maybe once a week. And so I've also labeled them. So here we have Artist Alley Con Essentials, Artist Alley paper bags, plastic sacks, Artist Alley collapsible bins, and they're really easy because I can just pull it out, grab out what I need, or take it over to my desk if I need to dig through it, and then put it back, and it's easy. I love my label maker, but these didn't stick to the fabric like I wanted them to, so I just used a big thing of tape over it. I don't know if it'll stay. It's been 24 hours, so maybe. We'll see. And next to it is my wall of rulers. If you have been to art school, you probably also have a collection of metal rulers, stencils, and triangles. So that's mine. Here's my balcony. This is storage. This will go on my ceiling eventually. But on this little bookshelf in front of this door that doesn't open, this side opens on my balcony door, but not that side. I have some storage. Here is my iPad and laptop storage. And then I have all my cords for charging, things like that. My silhouette, which I don't use anymore. It's my Silhouette Cameo 4, and it just like isn't doing it for me. And then below I have unused sketchbooks, and there's a lot of them. These are all unused paper and sketchbooks, and over here are mini zines I've collected, and then some bigger paper as well. I really like having this little bookshelf. I really debated on where I wanted to put it because it is in front of my balcony door, but I can still get through, and I kind of lose that whole wall, and I really needed it for storage. These are my extra tables. I have a 4-foot and a 6-foot. Heavily recommend at least having a minimum 4-foot extra table in your studio workspace because it's so handy. This is my deep freeze. I have a small condo and I had a corner, so we stuck it in here. And my art wall full of art. This is a table that was our dining room table, but then we expanded our family by 2, so now it is in my studio, and it holds my giant paper cutter and my Echo and my broken pencil sharpener I can throw away. This is new, so this is half of my 6-foot table, and this is kind of my traditional workspace where I have all of my drawing items within reach. They used to be in the closet in these handmade taped together cardboard box things, and it wasn't working for me because I never used them, so I pulled them all out. I got 2 of these little wooden display things on Amazon. Those are in my resource list, and I really like it. I haven't sketchbooked a ton here, but what I have, I really enjoy. I do have to pull them forward when I draw, since it's such a deep table, I can't reach it when I'm sitting down. But so far, so good. I've really, really enjoyed it. And then I have my digital space where I'll bring over my computer. I mean, that's a computer, but it's very old. It's really, I just use it to watch HBO. And then I will work here with my laptop or my iPad, and I can plug it into my printer, which is right next to it. This dresser is full of paper. You know you're an artist when you have a dresser specifically for paper. And with that lamp, I've since organized it. And I have printer paper for the top, like cardstock, sticker paper, etc. In the middle is my photo paper for my art prints, and the bottom is like big paper. And that is photo paper, Bristol, pads of paper, sheet protectors, all sorts of stuff. Oh, and my ink cartridges. So those all live with my printer in their own dresser. I adopted this dresser. It was out by the dumpster, and I was like, you're adorable. So I brought him in, I fixed the drawer, and he's been really great. And then on to the closet. The closet used to be for a lot of merchandise and art supplies, but I really used it for storage now, because everything I access daily I wanted out in my studio, easily accessible. And so here is my collection of chairs and some photography equipment, some extra lenses and stuff I don't really use anymore. This is storage. This is an extra blade and an extra guard for my giant paper cutter and my electronic boxes. And then I found this guy for $5 at Goodwill. I was super pleased because at Target they were like 30, 35 bucks. And they have different things in them, filming, electronics, and then storage for Artist Alley. This is all my on-table displays, like my staircases and my PVC display. That's my big metal staircase. It doesn't fit in the drawer. This is the sides to my tent, which you saw previously, and they're all in that box. These are empty. I've decided, since I have different needs for outdoor shows and indoor shows, to pull things as I need them and put them in boxes rather than let them live in boxes. And a lot of that is also over in that area too, which is great. I have some storage up here of big stuff. That's my paper I use to photograph products. These are empty. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with them. This is just such a good size for 11 by 14 sized mat board, so I'm keeping it. Here is my order packing cart. This was also for merchandise, but now it's moved. I'll show you that in a second. So now it's just hanging out. These are Kelly papers that are important for like receipts and things like that. And these are all my old sketchbooks that I can't seem to part with. They are probably going to live there forever. Here are a couple things I use for Artist Alley, a couple bags, some more empty boxes that I am saving because they'll come in handy someday. This is a lot of storage for art supplies and things like that. Also just general storage like small bags and sewing and business cards, things like that. Come down here, some older electronics. This doesn't have printer paper in it. This is like notepads and stuff. This could be utilized better. I don't really have use for it though, so it's hanging out. And then a lot of art supplies. I have some yarn, all my glue and tape, some paint, some ink, markers, and then my Copic set and my paper cutter. I actually use this paper cutter quite a bit, even though I have my big one. There's the in-between one. I don't really use them very much. He's hanging out. But I moved all my merchandise out into this area. So I have this giant stack of drawers, and I'm using them for my bookmarks and other merchandise. But inside, it's divided in half. I've created a little cardboard divider. And then on the outside, I labeled them, and I just taped these to the outside. I sacrificed one of them. And I really like it. I made a really dumb mistake last month with this drawer. I told a customer I was out of Bluebonnet bookmarks and I found like hundreds of them. And I went, okay, this needs to work better. So here I can see exactly where everything is. And so far it's been really nice. I keep my buttons in here and my mini prints in there. This top shelf, well, the top shelf for all my friends. Hello, friends. And then this top shelf is mostly for art prints, but also for outgoing mail, which goes in this box. And stuff to photograph, products to photograph, which goes in that box. So I'm not super pleased with that shelf yet, but I'm kind of running out of room, so we'll see what happens. All of my big art prints are in these two boxes. And then the thing that started it all is you see all these little tiny containers. These are old Sharpie displays from Hobby Lobby. They recently discontinued selling a lot of their markers. I think it was a theft problem. They were having more stolen than sold, so they discontinued selling them. And I sold off all the markers, and I was like, I don't really need more markers. I have a ton. But it didn't occur to me that they were selling the displays. I was there getting something framed, and I turned around, and they had two of them. And I went, oh my gosh, okay, I only need one. And I got home and I loved it. I was like, oh, I wish I got the second one. I went back a month later and they had it. So I brought them in, cleaned them up, snapped off all the front guards so my stickers fit better. And then I was at a Hobby Lobby another month later, a totally different one, and I found a second set. So this side is for stickers. And if we get in closer, you can see they are labeled and organized in their little cubbies, and it's been really great so far. And then I just like take a bunch to the conventions in a baggie. I need to organize those and put those away. But so far, absolutely loving it. And then at the bottom part, I have some mini zines, some postcard sets, things like that. I have zines and postcards in there. These are overflow postcards. I'm gonna have a big postcard sale because I need to get rid of them. And I finally brought all my packing stuff out of the closet and I can reach it. And I love that it is right here instead of me trying to reach the top level of the closet. And these are some extra Patreon prints. They don't have a home yet, they will. But this was from March. This is a great opportunity to thank my patrons for supporting me in my work. If you want to become a patron and get behind the scenes access and sticker clubs and all that stuff, that link is down below. I have packing filler like peanuts and recyclable stuff. I try to reuse things that I'm sent and not buy packing filler. And then the bottom is iron-on bags that I am working on designing for next month. And then here are my 11 by 14 rigid mailers. Those are my 8 by 10 up there. And then the next shelf is still lots of books. I try to give away a lot of my books that I wasn't really a fan of and clear some space. And I still have my personal stuff. We'll see how long that lasts there. But here are my bookmarks, and I actually was worried about them warping because they're so long. So I cut down foam core board into these 8 by, well, it's 8.5 by 2 boards, and I stick them under, and I put name tags on them. So they are supported and really easy to find, but I can just come up, look, they're all lined up. It's beautiful. I love it. And then when they get low enough, I come over here, I pull some out, I round the corners off, and then I put them back on the shelf. So this has been great. So great. So happy with that. And with that, we're back to the door with a cat door and my cute summer bag. And that is my studio tour. If you like this video, you'll probably like this video as well. Go check that out. It's on my channel. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.